Hello students, I am Akanksha and this is my channel Science Par Charcha, in which we will study about some of the very basic science concepts that are in our NCERT books, and I hope you all are as excited as I am to learn new things. So now we will begin with our today's class.
Good morning, students. So now we will start with our today's class. And the topic for today is isotopes, right? Isotopes, we will see, first we will see an example of isotope, right? We will just not like directly rush into the topic, but first we will see what are isotopes. Actually, first we will see an example, and then through this example, we will deduce like what isotopes are, right? So now, if we move on ahead, okay, first let me put my video, let me put my this slide in slideshow mode or the like presentation mode, and then we will begin with our today's class, right? So yes, as you can see, the topic that is isotopes. Okay, so now here, yes, what differences can you see in all these carbon atoms, right? So they are like different carbon atoms like C12, C13 and C14. So they are like different carbon atoms, and what can you observe like the differences? When okay, if we see like these are the protons, electrons and neutrons, right? So if we see like if we talk about the differences here, so we can see the differences is like they all have different numbers of neutrons in these atoms, right? Like for C12 there are 6 neutrons, and for C13 they have like 7 neutrons, and C14 they have 8 neutrons. So the difference between all these carbon atoms is like they have different numbers of neutrons, but when we see a similarity between them, the similarity is like they have similar number of protons and electrons, right? Like for C12 they have 6 protons and 6 electrons, and if we come to the C13 they have 6 protons and 6 electrons again, and C14 is also having 6 protons and 6 electrons. So in this example we saw different carbon atoms and what are the similarities between these carbon atoms, and the similarities are like they have similar number of protons and electrons. And we also saw the difference between all these carbon atoms, and the difference was they have different numbers of neutrons like 6, 7 and 8. So this was the similarity and differences. So what are all these carbon atoms combined together called when they have these similarities and differences? So now moving on ahead, we will see, we will give a particular name to this concept, right? Okay, so now yes, so these like those elements, right? Okay, wait, yes, so atoms of elements like C12, C13 and C14, right? So atoms of elements which have same number of protons, right, as all those carbon atoms like C12, 13 and C14, they had similar number of protons like 6, 6 and 6. So they had so the atoms of elements which have same number of protons, you have to remember these keywords that are highlighted in bold, right? So they have similar number of protons, but different numbers of neutrons, right? They all had different numbers of neutrons. So such atoms are called isotopes. So this was one of the example of isotopes, common example as we can see. Okay, so now I think the definition is clear. So now we will move on ahead and we will see one major example of these isotopes that is given in your NCERT books, right? So yes, moving on ahead, this uranium and cobalt. So this uranium is having many other forms, like many other forms, which form these isotopes, right? So this so yes, this uranium is one of the examples of isotope. And then comes the cobalt. So cobalt is also having many different forms, and it can also form a potential like isotope. So this was all about isotopes, and if you need more information on these elements like the uranium and cobalt, you can search it online, or like you can also search your reference books for it for more information. But you have to remember that these two are the major isotopes, like these two are the major isotopes that are discussed in your NCERTs, right? So you have to remember their name. Okay. So now, yes. Yes. So now we are finished with our today's class. And yes, okay. So now thank you for watching my video and like it and comment down below if you have any doubt regarding this video or regarding this topic. And also share it with your friends and families, and also subscribe to my channel and help my channel grow. Thank you and bye.